Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we're going to solve this question which says, what is true about safe period, which is a birth control measure? Okay. So option A occurs in females only, option B occurs during menstrual cycle, option C occurs during once in 9 months in females, option D occurs during ovulatory phase. So let us understand the question. It says, what is true about safe period, which is also a birth control measure? So what do you mean by safe period, first of all? What is safe period? Okay. So this is a period, during the menstrual cycle of a female, where, there is a particular period where which is safe for coitus. Okay, or you can say this is the safe period where pregnancy or during which pregnancy can be avoided. Pregnancy can be avoided. Okay, pregnancy can be avoided. And during this the period, you can say this is a safe period during which pregnancy can be avoided, and this occurs, as I told you, that is in the or during the menstrual cycle. Okay. Now when we say menstrual cycle, this doesn't mean the menstrual phase. Okay, this every month the menstrual cycle occurs. Okay, so during menstrual cycle there are 4 phases. The first phase is called as menstrual phase. Menstrual phase, okay, during which there is expulsion of the lot of blood and tissue, that is endometrial layer, endometrial layer, okay, endometrial layer, as well as a lot of blood will be oozed out, or you can say it will be expelled. Okay, there will be expulsion of all this. So that is called as menstrual phase. This comes actually, once the ovulation has been occurred in the previous cycle. Okay, previous cycle of the menstrual. We are talking the menstrual cycle. So first phase is menstrual phase. The second phase is called as the follicular phase. Follicular phase. So during which various follicles are formed. Okay, here various follicles are formed like primary follicle, secondary follicle, you have tertiary follicle, then you have Graafian follicle. Okay, so that is what is called as follicular phase. And also there is formation of the ovum. Ovum will be formed. Okay, that is what is follicular phase. Now the third one is called as ovulatory phase. So ovulatory phase, that is nothing but the release of the ovum. Release of the ovum. Okay, release of the ovum. And this happens, release of the ovum, this is the female gamete, this happens between 12th to 14th day of the menstrual cycle. So usually menstrual cycle is on an average 28 days. Okay, so during this, the 12th to 14th, so in these days or during these days, there will be release, the ovum will be released. So when that particular phase, if ovum is released and the same time if there is coitus, the sperms can easily come and fertilize them. Okay, so to avoid coitus during this period, okay, and they can avoid this period, that is 12 to 14 days, or even in some cases you can also avoid like from 11 to 17th day. Okay, because it depends body to body, but ovulation occurs 12 to 14 days, but once the ovum is released, the ovum can survive for 2 days. So another 2 days you have to add, that is it will become 16 days, like 12 to 16. Okay, so to be sure, like so the period which you have to consider for pregnancy will be 11 to 17. So beyond that, that is after that there can be copulation, or before this there can be copulation, that is 11 to 17 days. Okay, so before these days or after these days, copulation can occur or coitus can occur. Okay, then that may not lead to pregnancy, but during this time if there is coitus, then that will lead to pregnancy. Okay, so leaving out this, the rest of the phase is called as a safe period. Then fourth one is called as a luteal phase. Luteal phase, where corpus, the Graafian follicles after they rupture and release the ovum, they'll form corpus luteum. So these are the 4 phases. Okay. Now let us see what is true about safe period is, which is a birth control measure. Option A occurs in males, which is totally wrong because it occurs in females, because we are talking about we consider the ovulation process, not sperm formation. Option B says occurs during menstrual cycle. Yes, it occurs during menstrual cycles because the entire 28 days, the entire 28 day cycle is called as menstrual cycle. So during menstrual cycle only the safe period comes, right? So that is the correct answer. Option C says once occurrence once in 9 months of in females. No, every month there is you can see safe period. Okay, because every month there is menstrual cycle. That's why. Option D says occurs during ovulatory phase. So safe period does not occur during ovulatory phase because the ovulatory phase will be producing ovum. So that will increase the chance of pregnancy. So which is the correct statement will be occurs during menstrual phase. So the most appropriate statement. So let us conclude. What is the final answer? The final answer is B. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you everyone.